Scotty, how are you? It's Friday, July 2nd. This video is actually in response to one of my friends, PhatLilMaryJane here on YouTube, who asked the question, why are you fat? So I have been fat since high school, and I'm 39 years old, so that's been quite a while. I was never an obese child, never had a problem with that until high school. So, you know, what changed? What changed about high school, other than it being some drama fest? But I thought about it, and I actually moved from my dad's in with my mom just before high school started, that summer before high school. And I guess that's kind of when it started. When I lived with my dad, I'm not going to say I was a big fan of my stepmom, because at that time I was not. But the one thing that we had there was 3 meals a day and exercise, because he always forced playing outside. If you weren't playing outside, you were doing household chores, and yuck, who wants to do chores, right? So I always was outside being active. We lived in the city, and we didn't have cars, so everywhere we went, we walked. So we got lots of activity and 3 meals a day, and I stayed slender. Summer before high school, I moved in with my mom, and she was already overweight. Actually, at that point, probably considered morbidly obese. She worked a full-time job. It was an office job. And one of her mentality thoughts was, come weekend, I've worked all week, I worked a hard week, and I deserve a reward. And that reward was usually a trip to some buffet restaurant as a family. So off we went. I was 14 years old. I ate what I wanted, and unfortunately at my mom's house I didn't get quite as much exercise. We lived in the country, not in the city. My mom had a car. We rode a bus to school. We rode our car to wherever we had to go. And every once in a while I would get out and ride my bike, but it wasn't that often because nobody pushed it. And for whatever reason, I didn't have the strong will of my own to push myself. Through high school, it kind of continued that way. So my weight went up each year of high school. By the time I was a senior, I think I was a size 18. And I graduated high school. I got married, graduated in 89, got married in 91. And I was an 18 when I got married. So the weight continued to escalate even beyond high school. Got married, got pregnant. My first child, I actually ended up losing weight because I was sick for 5 or 6 months. But then after she was born, I continued to gain weight because I wasn't active. Plain and simple, I was lazy. I had taken on the habits that I grew accustomed to while living with my mom. So I did work full-time, but it was in an office job. I was sitting on my butt a good 8 hours a day and eating whatever. I mean, I obviously wasn't the healthiest eater. I could honestly say I didn't like too many vegetables. So it just kind of escalated over the years, you know. And I remember approaching the 300 mark and saying, I will not get over 300. I will not get over 300. And goodness sakes, that was probably 15 years ago. And I did. And not only did I get over it, I went way over it by 100 pounds. So, you know, when does this become serious? At what point in your life do you think, you know, this is not healthy for me. I need to be a better role model for my kids if you have them. I need to try better. I need to realize I'm important enough to take care of and get healthy. You know, when I was a kid, when I was not overweight, when I lived with my dad, his nickname for me, Porky. That didn't help. Not at all. You know, And he used to say stuff like, stop acting like your mom and grow up. So it was the verbal, mental abuse as a kid. I don't know, did I get fat because I was trying to live up to some standard my dad had? I don't know, Sometimes I think it was. Well, congratulations, I got fat. I became a true porky. Should I be proud of that? I don't know. No, I am in control of the body I've been given, and I am responsible for giving it my best shot and improving my chances at living longer. So I need to do that. And I was 36, 37 when I finally realized that I need to take that step and do what I need to do. So it wasn't until 2009 that I had the surgery. I live, I love, I laugh. So things are improving finally, and as a result, I think my kids will be happier too, and I'm hoping that they will catch on to my better habits. I have two daughters, 17 and 15, and one of them is already experiencing problems with obesity, and I feel absolutely horrible for that. But what can I say other than I've been there, I know how it feels, and you don't want it to last into adulthood. You need to take care of it now while you're still young. And so I'm doing what I can to be a better role model as far as that goes. So bottom line, there are so many reasons why I am fat, why I got fat, but it's a struggle, it really is, and I feel so bad for all of those that are going through it, that are there, and just know that you're important and you need to do something about it. If you don't feel important, you need to know, you need to understand, you need to realize that you really are important. If you're a living human being on this earth, you were put here for a reason. So that makes you important. And you may not understand what the reason is yet, but, maybe it's to be a weight loss loser and be an inspiration to others, and you need to find that. You need to do it, and you need to live. You need to laugh. Laugh is great. You need to love, and love yourself. That's the most important, right? You need to love yourself, love your family, find that love, find that laughter, and be happy. And don't take the crap or buy into the crap from other people. It's just not worth it. Even if those other people are related to you, what they say it's hurtful, and I understand that. I've been through it, but you need to try to find the strength to be strong. Go to counseling if that's what it takes. Find a good friend that you can trust and start talking, start journaling. Find something that you can put your aggressions into. Mine, I actually was journaling. I started taking, it's counseling, but I also started taking pictures and becoming a amateur photographer. You know how relaxing that is to take some really good pictures of flowers and nature and the other living things of God's world, and seeing the beauty in that, and realizing that you took that picture, you did that, and you can be proud of that. Find something you can be proud of and go for it, You're important, you really are, and you need to understand that. And I know I am now. It took me a long time to figure that out, but I am. Despite what anyone else might think, I'm important. I am worth spending the time and the effort to make myself healthier and give myself a better chance at a longer life. So with that, I'll see you later, everyone. Have a very happy 4th of July. And I love you all, and thank you so much for your support. Bye-bye.